Edelweiss, Edelweiss, you look happy to meet me. Small and white, clean and bright, bless my homeland forever. Blossom of snow, may you bloom and grow, bloom and grow forever.
Hello and welcome to the podcast.
Welcome.
This is a new
everybody.
podcast.
It might have been like demon possessed.
It was a fairly large, mutated-looking chicken. We were born in the north, but we grew up in the south.
We learned all of our words from Pennsylvania.
And people are like, that's a toboggan. That little toboggan
Not
there.
a toboggan. A toboggan is a sled. Okay.
0.3 inches, baby.
Dude, I can't take it.
Welcome back to the last week of the podcast for
What?
season 7.
The last week. You're right.
Of season 7.
You're like, what?
What? Hold on.
Like you were surprised about this.
I
Like
was
we
for a
haven't
second. I
been
thought he
talking
said
and
something-
planning about
I thought he
this.
said
or-
something wild for a second. I was mishearing.
Okay.
That's all. Mishearing.
Is there like a term for that? Like when somebody's dyslexic, that's reading. What is it for if you like hear words jumbled?
I don't know.
Okay. We'll
You
look it
asked
up.
a good freaking question.
We'll look it up later.
We'll look it up.
We're all gonna go get haircuts this week.
We are?
Yeah.
Nah, Seth told me to like, grow my hair out.
Oh, dude, by the way, that picture, you look real nice.
Okay, the thing is though, you said your hair was damp when you took that picture.
Mm-hmm.
You have to get, there's products you can get to make it look like that, my guy. to pull it down a little bit.
You're telling me that I have to do just another step in the morning, one more step in the morning to add to my day.
Yeah.
The thing is, okay, let's think about this, though. Let's go down this trail real quick. So if Wyatt was to find a woman and she loves him for his hair,
Hey Wyatt, how's your love
And then-
life going?
and then she wakes up, you know,
One
after
day-
married.
one day and my hair's
hair
like-
is just a fro. She
Well,
hasn't.
once it gets long, it starts laying down on the top.
That means, though, she hasn't loved you for your
The
true
fro.
self.
Yeah.
And you don't
You
want
could
that.
say that with
My
anything,
hair's all
though.
curly.
Not exactly. I mean, kind of, yes. People can look a wreck, but the straighter, longer hair on Wyatt is dramatically different from his natural state. Dramatically different.
Yeah, my hair does the Loki thing. When it's kind of damp, it just naturally.
Yeah. Well,
Like
it's trying to curl itself back up. It's like
Yeah.
Yeah, we should show a picture of that just so people know what we're talking about.
okay.
Yeah.
I'll plug it in.
Plug it in, plug it in. You remember
What?
that commercial from
Oh, yeah.
years ago?
Commercial?
Plug it in, plug it in.
Yeah.
You don't know that one?
I do.
What
now.
about what's the when you gotta go?
Oh yeah.
The lady's like, I got to go. What about that's the power pine saw, baby? I love that.
Does
one.
anybody remember? Speaking of,
Yes.
there was like this thing. It was like when you're going up a ladder and you hear some splatter.
Oh, the diarrhea
The diarrhea song.
Yeah, I remember the diarrhea song,
That's a fun song to sing.
dude. I when you got. I don't
walking
ever
through the
recall doing it
mall.
with William, but so when there was just 5 of us, you know, we could do that for hours. We
All you're doing is coming up with rhymes.
yeah, we could do that for hours. 5 kids, nothing to do, diarrhea song for hours.
Let's see. I don't know. What's a word that rhymes with piddle?
I don't want to know what piddle
Little?
is, but
Yeah.
Middle.
Middle. when you're sitting in the middle and you hear something piddle.
Yeah.
Wait, what's a piddle?
Or you feel something piddle.
What's a piddle? Define
yeah.
a piddle.
Oh, you just got to come up with funny things.
Like a light pee or a light leak.
A light leak?
Yeah.
Would be a light butt leak.
Any kind of leak. Yeah.
Where it's literally the diarrhea song. Don't be
the
so
diarrhea song.
disgusted.
Don't be disgusting. We're talking about the diarrhea song.
Don't say no. I was
you
saying,
brought up the diarrhea
I didn't
song.
say don't be.
You're the one who's like when you're climbing up a ladder
or whatever you just said.
butt leak.
Piddle.
You.
Well, I use piddle
A little
first.
butt leakage.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's gross.
So easy to make you uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I mean, he works so hard to make everyone uncomfortable, and a lot of times he
How's
does.
your love
so.
life? Let's talk
Fantastic.
about women for a second.
Fantastic.
Let's talk about it.
Fantastic.
Let's talk about that.
Fantastic.
That would definitely be a Rhett and Link opening.
Yeah.
Today we explore Josh's love life.
Let's talk about that.
Oh wait, copyright. Copyright.
Actually, that's extra copyright right now.
Love life. We're talking about it. Don't just say fantastic.
My mustache is getting pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
It's coming in.
Does your girlfriend like it?
My mustache is getting pretty good.
How's your week been?
Oh, it's been moving right along, man.
That's good.
I cleaned the house last night. We've
Very
been
good.
recording podcasts like madmen,
Yeah.
honestly, because we are trying to. Obviously, people are seeing this when it's scheduled to come out, but we are currently, while we're recording this,
About to take a
banking
break.
episodes. We're finishing up season 7.
7.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
I think this is episode 177.
177.
I think, or it could be 176. I'm getting these
We're
mixed
almost
up.
at 200. What's for 200? Do we have a plan yet?
Yes, actually. I was thinking we either go to Georgia or we just do one on the beach. Like in front of the ocean. Outside.
Go to Georgia.
Outside.
Um,
You gotta shave your face, man.
I gotta shave my face. It's all
yeah, it
patchy.
looks good, doesn't it?
No.
I'm starting to look like a hobo with like the patchy. Ugh.
Yeah.
This is
One
a
on the
quiet
beach would be
episode.
fun.
No, I
was
said,
like,
I said I'm going to go get a haircut.
It's because we keep waiting for Josh to respond to things.
Joshua just keeps
And he
like
goes-
changing the subject.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joshua, you're
no.
here to give input. You're giving 0 right now.
I know, the hair thing. I'm getting my haircut this week. I said this already.
Okay,
I'm
but
getting my
everyone gets
haircut.
haircuts.
I'm getting a shave.
Do you have a cool story with that?
I'm leaving the mustache, but I'm getting a shave here.
Okay.
Okay.
So you're gonna go with that creepy mustache.
Yes.
Are you gonna wear it for the wedding you're gonna be in?
It depends.
No, you're not doing the mustache for the wedding.
Please don't.
It depends.
No.
You're not the bride. You're not the groom.
Bride and groom, please tell him to shave his mustache.
Yeah, I will be calling you guys.
That would be funny if
He's
like
gonna shave his
Esther was
mustache.
like, I don't have a problem with it, and then
No.
I had it the whole wedding, but then for like Josh's wedding, like
Joshua,
Romy was
these are
like,
gonna
no.
be these are gonna be like wedding photos.
But why do you think I'm getting my hair cut?
You're gonna have a pedo stash in their wedding photos permanently.
It's gonna be fantastic.
No, it's gonna be
Ugh.
disgusting.
fantastic.
It's like
I'm gonna be like Kip over in the corner, being
Let's
like,
No, shave your face.
it's like I want to compare. It's almost as bad as having like a trashy girlfriend that you broke up with, and she's in your brother's wedding photos with you.
Yeah. Your pedo stash
Is
is
this something that
essentially the
happened?
trashy girlfriend.
This happens all the time.
Yeah, all the time.
You're looking through wedding photos, your wedding, and
Oh yeah, that
and
was
you see-
Melissa.
It's like, oh look, there's my brother's girlfriend who nobody liked, and she's in the photos. Ugh.
Who's the one that kind of is like, especially at weddings, is kind of just like, yeah, get in the photo.
What do you mean?
Like who in the family is the one that's gonna be like, yeah, get in the photo?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know that I've been to enough weddings to know.
And at what point are you allowed to be in the photos? For me, I say if it's a big event like a wedding or something, you got to be engaged to the person to be in the photos.
This is a touchy subject, isn't it?
No.
Yes.
Oh wait, yeah, it is. Forgot.
Maybe we shouldn't.
I mean, well, let's.
It's a touchy subject for everybody.
Let's think
thing.
about it though. What's worse?
Mm-hmm.
That was my girlfriend and she's in the photos, or
Yeah.
I was engaged to that person.
Or
Well, the thing is, the
or
engagement.
I was
most of the
engaged
time
to her and she's
happens.
got a mustache.
Or he's got one of those pedo mustaches.
Or she's got a pedo mustache. That's the worst.
No, it's more like see the engagement thing or the boyfriend thing. In time with the boyfriend thing or the girlfriend thing, it's gonna be like, oh yeah, I have pictures. That was my old boyfriend. That was my old girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
With engagements, you break off an engagement, you erase all the photos. They're gone. You don't keep photos of somebody you've been engaged with.
Yeah.
That you're no longer with. That's almost
What are you
worse.
thinking about?
That's almost worse than just breaking up with a boyfriend or a girlfriend.
What if you're thinking about?
Now think about this.
There's a happy middle ground here.
Hold on, I'm almost done. Think about this.
All right.
You can erase all of your photos with that person that you were engaged to or in a relationship with.
Mm-hmm.
But if they're in one of your siblings' wedding photos, you can't erase those because that's your siblings' photos. They're not yours.
But if you're really good at Photoshop, the thing is, you just gotta position them correctly. Don't let them stand in front of anybody. They either need to be behind, like in the back, looking through people's shoulders, or on the side. You can't be out in front of anybody because you can actually easily in Photoshop recreate the environment.
Oh yeah,
that's
let's get
missing
Melissa
behind.
out in front.
Yeah. Don't put
So
Melissa.
now there's a big human-sized cutout.
Don't put Melissa in front. Put her on the side or in the back, so her head is just poking
So
out.
you
of
can
someone's
easily.
Speaking of cutouts,
shoulders. Yeah, that's easy. Photoshop.
I got a story. I got to tell. I kind of teased this on the live.
Okay.
Remember this story? I was gonna tell it.
Oh yeah, go ahead now.
You forgot?
No, I haven't forgotten.
You almost forgot.
We're waiting.
Something happened today.
Okay.
This is the first time you guys have ever heard this story, right?
Yeah.
Something happened to me at work today.
What happened?
It was very embarrassing.
Get to the
Ooh,
story.
you're bad at telling stories.
I know. Sometimes I just wish he would just move along and not tell the story.
Tell
No.
the story quick.
This has happened. Okay. I was at work today, the day of recording this. What's the date? April 27th, 2021.
Yeah, your coffee was hot this morning.
Actually, no,
He
it was
also took a
lukewarm.
poop
you brush
at some
your
point.
teeth?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You had to blow
So
your nose
after
at
you-
some point.
No, didn't do that.
It's the springtime.
You
Yeah.
got out of your car. You clocked into work.
Clocked into work. Went to work. We have a morning meeting. Did the morning meeting thing.
Done.
Done. I got into work. Started doing my thing.
Easy clap.
Yeah.
Done.
Done.
You're working. All
I'm
right.
working. It's about like an hour and a half to almost 2 hours at this point.
All right, we're 40 seconds into this story, and I don't think you've told a single piece of relevant information.
Yes, about an hour and a half into work. Okay. I go into the restroom at work, and then I realize I split my pants open,
What was
Like-
that? What?
like wide open.
Do you remember what you did?
Hold on. Did it feel? How did you just realize? Did you feel
There's
it?
a mirror. There's you walk in front of the mirror. You know, in front of the sinks, there's a mirror and stuff.
There's a difference in fabric tension, and you could feel it when you're unbuttoning or unzipping.
It's all about the science behind the textiles. There's a real science to it.
Textiles, yes.
Okay, so do you know how your pants rip?
I have no clue.
No idea.
The only thing I could think of,
It's
it
a
ripped
great
before
story.
I came into work, and I was going through the whole day like that because I was just tired. It was the beginning of the day.
That could be it.
Hadn't finished all my coffee yet.
So you're walking around, your butthole's flashing everybody.
Not
you're bending
butthole,
over,
no.
picking up stuff.
No, I had boxers on. There was no crackage.
People are like, oh.
Get smart. This is the proudest moment of my life.
This happened to me about a year ago. We've told this on the
Yeah.
podcast before. Like a year ago, Like,
This is a yearly occurrence.
it's yearly occurrence.
Well, if you didn't wear the same pair of pants every day for 365 days, this wouldn't happen.
See, I guess his pants have a 365-day limit.
Yeah.
So you got to spread it out once a week.
What kind of tear are we talking? Are we talking a rip? I've gone through the rest of a workday with a rip. Okay.
A rip.
No, that's a tear, bro.
Yeah, that's a tear.
A tear.
Now I've had to patch a tear.
A tear.
Yeah, I'm talking from crotch to knee. Okay. But that was at the end of I was at welding class. That was at the end of welding class.
Yeah.
And I just ran to the bathroom and did like 3 or 4 whip stitches just to hold the fabric together so I could get home.
Was it on the seam?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But these were...
You ran into the bathroom, open your wallet, got these, and you're like stabbing yourself a few times.
No. I took off my pants.
Oh.
I took them off. I went whoop, 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 tightened it, tied a knot, just so that the fabric was closed. Mm-hmm. I mean, this was a big tear.
See, who else? See, Joshua, what did you say you did after?
Okay, so it's only 2 hours into my shift. I have a 9-hour shift.
Yeah.
Plus lunch. Wasn't going to make it to lunch. There was no way without, like, getting some nitty-gritty out there. So I went up to put on my hoodie, because I had a hoodie with me. Mm-hmm. It pretty much covered it up. Nobody could tell at that point, because I had a hoodie on. Went up to my boss. I'm like, something happened. Funny happened. And he's like, yeah? And I was like, I split my pants open. I live about 10 minutes away. I'm going to go change them, come back right quick.
What was his reaction?
He just looked at me and was like, oh.
How would you react if someone that worked for you came up and was like, I split my pants?
I'd say, go home and change them. If they were like, I'm close, I've done it. I've told Alan. Yeah. Straight up to him, I'm like, hey, Alan, I just tore a big old hole in my pants. I'm running home and changing them real quick.
Yeah.
He's like, all right, man.
Be like,
that's pretty much the get out of jail free card when it comes to work, because
no, I said I would be back.
You have to run
30 minutes.
You have to run home, but it also means you get like a break, and also they're not going to be like, prove it, because you don't want to.
I mean, I would absolutely.
You got some on your eye, my guy.
I'd be like, here's the rip.
No, underneath, like.
Wait, you would show them?
Yeah.
How would you do it?
Lift my leg. No way, they're gonna see my boxers. Yeah. Okay, if it's
what if you're wearing your fancies?
I'm not showing
fancies.
My fancies.
Yeah, your fancy boxers. You're colorful. You're.
I don't have any of those. I wear black and gray.
Dude, when do
blue
you
sometimes.
got rid of all your Supermans?
I don't have any of those. I have never worn fancy underwear. If it's a rip this size,
blue though, you wear blue.
A little bit of blue, a little bit of gray. Okay.
I like 98% of my. This is TMI, I guess, but boxers are just solid black. That's what I go with. Yeah, that's pretty classy. Easy. Guess what I was wearing today? The 5%.
What I have on it?
What was the graphic art?
No graphic art. Green.
Oh.
But like green, a green color when you're wearing
thought
black
this was
jeans.
dramatic.
I thought he was about to be like, it was the day I was wearing my swimsuit model ones.
I was wearing.
I don't have any of those.
My topless David Beckham boxer shorts.
And I had to prove to my boss that I had ripped my pants.
I wear it when I'm having a tough day and I need to bend it like Beckham. And I bent it too far and I ripped the pants.
What were you saying? Something about that big?
Okay, so a rip about that big is no problem. Mm-hmm. Especially if it's in the crotch of your pants. Nobody can see it.
Okay.
Unless you're...
You probably could if you were looking.
If you were
admiring the...
If it's down here...
The plumpness
if
of
it's
it.
If it's in the
Yeah.
The taint
I know what you're saying.
Yes, the taint area. Mm-hmm. Then it's not noticeable.
Yes.
Of course, there's potential for that to become a bigger issue. Mm. So if you can, stitch it up quick. I've done that before as well.
You just throw some stitches in there.
Throw some stitches in there.
Well, everybody's not like you. They don't carry around...
needle and thread.
Needle and dental floss?
Yeah.
You go with the...
Dental floss?
Yeah, it's strong.
That's what you use?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I guess it works similar to thread. It's stronger than thread.
Well,
It's very strong.
that was my day.
That's fun.
Well, I mean, I came home, changed. I thought you were still here, to be honest, because it was pretty early. I don't know what time you leave. What time do you leave?
That's private. I leave 7:20ish.
Okay, so I had missed you by like probably 20 minutes.
But I mean, I had a similar issue. I got to work Monday. I'm sitting in my car. I didn't rip my pants.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, not the same issue.
But I'm practicing my tin whistle right now. So before I clock into work, I have 10 or 15 minutes where I'm just sitting in the car.
Yeah, tin whistle time.
That's tin whistle time. So I'm learning how to read notes and play. And I pull out the tin whistle, and I go for my phone. I'm reaching over my seat, and I'm moving crap. And I'm like,
oh, dear.
And I look at the clock, and I've got 10, 15 minutes till I start work.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, okay. It's 15 minutes. It's like a solid 15, 16 minutes home.
Yep.
And then I'm like, all right, looks like we're making the drive. So I made the drive, went all the way back home, got my phone, got in the car, went all the way back. Ugh. Locked in late. Ugh.
Ugh. Do you have to tell Gary?
No.
Oh, you just came
Gary's
in?
on vacation.
No.
No?
I have to tell Gary or Jay.
Oh, you just walk in?
I mean, I once I'm on the property, I clock in.
Oh.
Yeah. As long as
that's nice.
As long as I do my hours right,
Mm-hmm.
as long as I'm doing my full time,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Well, that's nice because a lot of managers are out there like micromanaging the time.
If it were a trash day, I would have definitely called Gary. I've been like, "Hey, man, I'm not here. I'm at the house getting my phone, stuff like that." So.
Well, at least you got. Well, I guess you didn't have tin whistle time.
No, I didn't.
You weren't driving down the road going like playing by memory.
I was, and then I was sitting in the car today, and I'm like, "We're not tin whistle."
Where's my tin whistle?
Yeah,
I hear that.
Yeah,
But,
I hear it too, man.
That happened. That was my day. My yearly occurrence. So hopefully
yearly pants rip. It's pretty
done.
common for me.
Put it on the clock so you know when to expect it next year. So you bring an extra pair.
The thing is, though,
just for the month of April and May, just throw a pair in there.
Okay.
In your car.
I usually have a pair of pants in my car.
See, I don't.
I do sometimes, not all the time. I came back to work. One of the guys saw me coming in, and they're like, why are you coming back?
What?
And so I was like, funny story. And I told him, by the end of the day, everybody knew. Everybody knew.
See,
everyone.
That's important to happen. That's important because people are out here looking for a good story to share around, to have a good chuckle at work. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's important that happens.
See, I would have lied. I'd have told him I was wearing my David Beckham's something. My underwear. My underwear would have been, by the end of the day, my underwear would have been 1,000 different images.
Yeah, and it also would have become legend.
It would have become legend.
Okay.
Yeah.
David Beckham. Legend.
It's not when I'm having a sad day and I need to bend it like Beckham.
Why is it freaking... You had to bend it like Beckham. Why? Where's Beckham on his booty?
I would.
No, I don't wear Beckham. It's Rescue Heroes all the way.
I wear donuts.
Rescue Heroes.
Now, Rescue Heroes, I can understand.
Yeah.
With their big feet.
You know what they say about men with big feet?
Yeah.
Big shoes.
They're good
big socks.
good at being roofers, is what they say.
Yeah.
That's what I've heard.
Hobbits.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah.
They're also good at
burglars.
Botany.
Do we have a topic?
We do. Should we get into it, or we should just ditch
something?
the topic?
No, we're not ditching the topic. What the heck, man?
Oh, why not?
Kind of eager to get on it.
Yeah.
Let's go.
All right. Well, we are going to finish off season 7 flagship episodes with me, Monsieur Wyatt, Monsieur Joshua. And we're going to talk about something that you guys have all been waiting for a long time to hear, and that is a fact.
The Spiderwick.
Spiderwick Chronicles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about.
No, we underrated series is what I've heard. Say it, Wyatt.
For our last podcast of this season, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be heading up the Spiderwick Chronicles.
Oh, yeah. Spiderwick.
Out of nowhere.
Leave it in the comments right now so we know you know what we're about to do. I'll give you 5 seconds. 5, 4.
Is this like a Dora the Explorer thing?
2.
Can I add a little bit?
Do you see the topic?
What is 4 plus 4? Too hard? Well, then 2 plus 2 is... What is that answer plus that answer? I don't know.
It was never math. It was Spanish.
Yeah. Joshua.
He didn't watch it.
See?
But I know she would ask questions like, do you see?
And then she'd wait. There it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
What we're talking about tonight, ladies and gentlemen, is we're talking about films. Specifically, 3 films. Well, not entirely 3 films, but by the end of the night... What?
I'm sorry. I was
Were you
trying
doing
to.
Like a
Yeah.
bit?
Yeah, you know. You go. Well, not entirely.
Wyatt,
Fake laughs.
you're a straight tease, sir. What we're doing tonight is we're going to be talking about 3 specific films. By the end of the night, you will know these films, and so shall we. We are doing the final episode to this little series that we've been doing. Mm-hmm. Films of the decades. We've been talking about all the top movies.
What are we doing going back
since
in
the 60s?
We've already done the we started with 70s, right? No, 60s.
You want me to explain it?
60s, 70s.
Get your facts straight.
We did that. We did 80s, 90s. We did 2000s, 2010s.
Yes.
But we're doing one more week, which means we're going back and doing 40s and 50s.
No, we're not.
Is that not what we're doing?
I sent out a memo.
Yeah. I
put in a formal request.
I picked my movies for 40s and 50s.
I put in a help ticket.
Well, I didn't pick them. So it looks like we're going to have to go with something different. We're just going to jump straight to, what is the top 3 movies of all time?
Of all time.
Of our lists.
The answer is...
So, okay.
Do not say...
Joshua,
if you
chill.
speak again, I'm going to kill you.
Oh my gosh. Don't cross this line. Oh my gosh. You reached your tongue right across and you crossed it. Oh my gosh.
If you speak...
Yeah, that's...
All right, I'm gonna finish this explanation.
I feel like this is taking forever.
It is your mouth that is caking it forever.
Wyatt, you need to...
All right, so if you guys aren't aware of what the series that we have done, from the 60s and 70s, we picked 3 movies each for each decade, and we narrowed it down to top 3 for 60s, top 3 for 70s, and so on, all the way up until the 2010s. We are going to be taking those top 3 from each decade, and we're going to land on...
the pick wasn't good. I still think our picks, no.
We're going to be landing on top 3 of all of our picks of all time. And we're going to see what we like the best. Yeah. Joshua's really butthurt, and it's honestly starting to get a little annoying.
My butt hurts so much that I ripped my pants.
I don't know why this is the movie you would like die on a hill for.
Yeah, I mean, you're dying so hard, and it's
so
ridiculous.
many good movies.
Okay, I'll give you that.
You don't have to. I'm not asking
but I
for
know
anything.
what movie I'm arguing for tonight.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I didn't look through the list and think, I know what I want.
Okay. See, I'm going to let my heart decide.
Are we going to pull the list? All
right, well, I'm going to pull up...
Hopefully it's...
Just a quick reminder of what we picked from each decade, and then we'll go towards the whole list. Mm. So starting at the 60s, we decided that the top 3 movies from the picks we had was Sound of Music, The Great Escape, and True Grit with John Wayne.
Yeah.
For the 70s, it was Star Wars A New Hope, The Godfather, and Jaws.
It's just Star Wars.
Just Star Wars.
It's called Star Wars.
Mm-hmm. Star Wars.
Yeah.
All right. Star Wars.
I still think Empire Strikes Back is a better film. Which, Skip?
I mean, up against Empire Strikes Back.
I mean,
it's on the list.
Yeah, it's on the list. For the 80s, we coming in at number 1, Raiders of the Lost Ark. Then we had The Empire Strikes Back.
Which, I didn't like that pick.
And then we had Back to the Future. Oh, goodness. I know what Josh was going to fight for. Well, I'm not letting that happen.
Back to the Future?
Yeah. All right, and then for the 90s, we have Braveheart with Mel Gibson, Jurassic Park, and Hook, which was a controversial thing.
Yeah.
But go back and listen to the episode. I think it's 154.
You know what? I think it hasn't gotten enough credit on the show. It's Jurassic Park.
Honestly, yeah.
It's one that I could see anyone arguing for.
Yeah.
It's a good movie.
I have a feeling
Go to the next slide.
in my gut that
There's
Jurassic
something
Park's
else that's
going to be
very
in the top 3 somewhere.
That's underrated. We didn't even talk about is Inception.
That's true.
We see.
We mentioned Inception.
It's so not underrated that we didn't even need to talk about it.
We just put it in first place automatically. Almost. Yeah. We were just like, do we all agree? All agree? All agree? All right, let's go. So for the 2000s, Lord of the Rings trilogy. This was the only edit to how we did this game in this series. Was Lord of the Rings was going to be all its one thing, because when it comes to Lord of the Rings, you can't really pick one of them and say that's the best, because they're all encompassing. So Lord of the Rings trilogy, Avatar,
and
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Look, we didn't put any of the Harry Potter movies on there. Simply because, to be honest, they're not that great.
Ooh, they're gonna get some backlash.
They're just fun movies to watch.
Oh, they're lots of fun.
They're great fun with some really fantastic creature design, visual effects, practical effects.
And also, let's think about it. Up against these, they don't beat
I ain't
them.
Picking Harry Potter.
Yeah, they don't.
I picked The Dark Knight over Harry Potter.
Oh yeah, for sure.
What was?
I have a speech prepared.
A second speech for what?
Speech. I'm gonna pull up my speeches.
Well,
for the 2010s. Do you want to introduce 2010s?
Yeah. So 2010s, we've got Inception, which needs no introduction. We've established this. Less Miserables.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody knows Less Miserables, and Rise of the Planet of the Apes.
Which, give a quick recap on Rise, because that really did come out of nowhere.
Well, because there were honestly, we really should have picked one of the other movies on the list.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
No, if you go back and listen to our argument, Rise really did rise to the top.
Did it really?
Yeah.
It does. It is. They do rise.
They do rise.
I think we established this last time.
We
Caesar. Hail Caesar.
Hail Caesar.
He does.
Hail Caesar.
Yeah.
Hail Caesar. We didn't put Gladiator on our list. That's a good movie.
I was about to be on my list.
It was. I think
Good
it was
good
between like Gladiator, Master and Commander, and
remember, like
The Last Samurai for me.
For each decade, we each only had 3 picks for each decade. So we were sifting through 9 films for each decade total. That was the rule. Now, the first one, Joshua screwed up.
Huh?
Because the first one, for the 60s, you picked 4 and 2 for the 70s.
Yeah.
So you messed up the rules automatically. But
well, can I tell my speech?
Hold on, I just real quick. We'll finish up the 2000s. I'll give it. I think we ultimately gave it to Rise of the Planet of the Apes for Caesar as a character. Is what makes the movie.
Yeah.
Is what makes it a contender.
Yeah, and it was also just a very good remake of a classic beloved film.
Yeah, it is.
And also that freaking Andy Serkis.
Oh,
Killer.
Andy Serkis.
Yeah.
Killer.
Okay. I got a question for you.
All right.
What is the best cartoon show of all time?
Rick and Morty.
Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Rick and Morty. What is Rick and Morty loosely based off of? The Adventures of
Doc and Morty.
And Marty.
Yeah.
Doc and Marty. Correct.
Yeah.
Is this your speech? Is this your only argument?
If the best show of all time is Rick and Morty, and the movie that inspired that show is on our list, then shouldn't the thing that inspired the show be the best movie of all time if the best show is one of the movies that we have on our list?
Was that your speech?
That is
you
my
just showed
argument.
me the whole thing. That was it?
No, that was something else. I was joking.
Rise of the Planet of the Apes is based on the Planet of the Apes, which isn't in any way as good as Rise of the Planet of the Apes.
Also, can I...
Back to the Future?
No, the original Planet of the Apes. Yeah. Avatar is heavily influenced.
You guys just completely skipped over my...
I'm making reference. Avatar is heavily influenced by John Carter of Mars, or The Princess of Mars by, Edgar Rice Burroughs. So why isn't Edgar Rice Burroughs' books on our list? Why aren't they?
Or just literally John Carter, the movie.
Yeah.
No.
Lord of the Rings is based on the books. There was an older cartoon. Why isn't that cartoon on this list?
Oh, also, I have another thought. The thought is, you're right, but at the same time, the people who made Back to the Future was foolish because they didn't have Dan Hartman or Justin Roiland creating that movie.
Yeah, he did. That's one of the kids that Marty went to high school with was Dan Harmon. Did you not know this?
What?
No, they weren't alive. Or well, maybe Dan Harmon was.
He's a pretty old man.
Yeah, he's pretty old.
Yeah, that's the thing. You're comparing apples and oranges. We could say
Apples
Rick and Morty
bananas?
took a similar concept.
So what he
and made it better.
I want to break down what you're saying and simplify. You're saying that because Rick and Morty is such a good show, so widespread, so critically acclaimed, that
and it's based off the movie.
That because it is very loosely based off of
no, not loosely,
tightly. No, very loosely,
tightly,
extremely loosely,
very tight,
just
so tight that. You wouldn't even want to...
Did you watch the pilot? Did you watch the original sketch?
Yeah. It's so tight. It's like what's something that's tight? That's good and tight.
Please stop.
There's plenty of good things.
Please stop. No, there's no way that you can say that because Rick and Morty is good, Back to the Future deserves to be on top.
Josh was talking nonsense.
If it gets to the top.
I took my nonsense juice and I threw it out the window.
If it gets to the top, it'll be because of its own merits, not because of Rick and Morty.
I think right off the bat we should knock Braveheart off the list because I don't think it should be on this list.
Also, let's look at this. Let's just appreciate this real quick, guys.
It's very beautiful.
I like these
beautiful and colorful.
I like these ones the best.
Notice anything cool about this? Huh.
No. Lots of blue. What did you do something special?
Hiding in plain sight, boys. We'll get to it later. You gotta use your memory bank to understand what I'm talking about, but it's controversial.
Okay.
So yeah, these are the picks. These are the lists. All the movies we have to pick through and put in these three top pieces.
You added one.
Oh, did you figure it
out? You added a movie to this list.
I put in a movie that I believe deserves it.
You remember how
it's just on there.
How you don't like editing things out? We're not allowed to put that in, or we're gonna have to edit it out.
What?
You know what I'm talking.
What are you talking?
You don't know which movie. Oh. I was about to say, you're bluffing.
Bluffer. I'll delete it. But, so yeah, guys, what were you thinking our elimination should be?
We already determined Hook. People picked Hook over Saving Private.
We determined out of a poll of 10 people?
No, it was definitely... It was definitely... It was definitely
no, less than 10.
It was definitely over 50.
It was a solid 4 people.
It couldn't have been.
It was 4 people.
No, it really was 50 people who voted.
Maybe 50 people viewed the post.
No. 50 people voted.
Okay.
On the post. For real. I'm not kidding. I said 100 or I said over 100. I don't have screenshots.
Well.
It's not canon.
Not canon.
I said
Can't
over
prove
like
it.
100 last time as a joke, but it really was 50.
Okay.
It was like 50.
All right. Well, I'll believe you.
I don't believe you. We'll talk about this later.
We have over 400 people that follow our Instagram. Why wouldn't 50 people vote?
I don't know. Maybe they did.
Just saying.
Maybe we should do another poll.
I'm just saying. Where's the evidence?
Next time, I'm taking all
Doesn't hold up in code.
Screenshots. Yes. Yes.
You need receipts.
I think we should vote for putting Hook on the list, just right off the bat.
Let's be honest. Let's really be honest.
True Grit's not on the list.
Are any of the '60s movies making it to the top?
Let's see.
Maybe
True
Sound of
Grit,
Music.
Sound of Music.
Maybe Sound of
and
Music.
what was the other?
I wouldn't say
one?
True Grit, no.
The Great Escape.
No, not True Grit or Great Escape.
If
Have
it
you
was, it
seen
would be
either of
Sound of
those?
Music.
True Grit or Great Escape?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were both my picks, I'm pretty sure.
They're good.
But they're not of all time. I would put Sound of Music over both of those.
At this point, because we've considered a lot of culture's opinions of these movies to dictate what gets on this list at this point.
Yes, we
I
have
think
dictated.
for this, we just compare story, quality of film, quality of characters. What's actually the better film?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'd like to preface as well. We with this one in particular, I don't think we should take any sort of box office, how much money it made, how much,
that's what I'm saying.
how big it was at the time. We shouldn't take any of that in consideration because it's already made it here.
Yeah, we're not taking cultural phenomena.
Its fame got it here. Now we need to argue what movies are actually better because they're better movies.
Yeah.
We definitely don't have any Marvel movies on here either.
Yeah, we'd established that last week.
Yeah.
I remember what I said.
But I just let the audience know.
I said good.
I don't know. Iron Man was coming up on Pirates.
I did not have to fight very hard.
Oh,
honestly.
no.
You guys did not have very strong buy-in to Marvel.
No, I did, but like Endgame.
No, you were too busy with Ready Player.
I from the beginning was kind of gonna lean towards Pirates, but if I had wanted to argue for Iron Man, it would be on this list because I would have convinced Josh. And that's all I would have.
Oh, I said no. Remember, we were arguing hard about. I said Iron Man held up a franchise that is so big that I would put it on the list.
Yeah.
Over anything. And then you guys wouldn't let me because apparently my Ready Player One wouldn't go up there. So you guys
but then let's think about this. Does Pirates have a chance at this?
No.
Did Iron Man?
Yes.
No.
Yeah, probably.
More than Pirates.
I wouldn't put
Pirates is here. Pirates is here. Means Pirates beat Iron Man.
All right, now drop it down to the side because it's definitely not making it. Against the Godfather.
Yeah, I would say put
Pirates
the Godfather on there.
Pirates against the Godfather.
I would. Can we just put Godfather right up here, and we can take it down if we don't want it, but right here for now.
Do we like that idea?
I like that idea.
I don't want to put any movie in any spaces. If we're gonna leave a movie in, move it to the top, or if we're eliminating movies, move them to the side or out or delete them or whatever.
I'll put them to the side because it might circle back.
Out of all the good little Italian boys out there, how many people reference putting a horse head in a bed? Out of all the time.
The thing is, if you're not Italian, people kind of are annoyed with Godfather.
Wait, why?
Because we see it everywhere.
Because
everywhere. All the time. Everybody's like, oh my gosh, The Godfather is one of the greatest films.
Godfather.
Oh my gosh, it's so good.
Let's get some pasta and watch The Godfather.
Well, there's a scene at the end where he's kissing her head, they shut the door. It's beautiful.
Yeah. It's like,
it is beautiful.
Hey sis, come watch the movie. We're watching The Godfather Part 2.
I don't know that I would have even seen The Godfather if it wasn't for
Have you only seen it one time?
Yes. If it wasn't for the fact that Djibouti did a commentary on it.
Really?
They did a commentary.
You haven't straight watched it. You watched a commentary.
I watched it with the commentary.
My guy.
Yeah.
I think we should kick him off the podcast.
I don't know that I would have watched The Godfather all the way through by myself at least. I would have wanted to sit down and watch it with somebody.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, what are you
Whereas
gonna
The
do?
Godfather by myself regularly.
It's so long.
Just chill with it.
Such a long movie.
It is long. It is long. I would say there are other movies on here. All right, if we're just pitting movies to movies, I think Godfather might be the most classical symbol of art on film.
Yeah.
On this list.
I can agree with that.
I agree with that. Put it
The
up there.
lighting,
as far as
the camera work,
classically,
everything.
it's beautiful.
It's more classically artistic than Sound of Music. It's if you're talking about art in general, then things like Avatar has it beat, but Avatar is animation. This is just pure
classic
film. So it has it beat for that. Is the story compelling enough to earn the right as a top 3?
It's about a guy who is a soldier who doesn't.
Oh, you don't have to convince me. I'm just throwing it out there.
Yes, it's put on the list. My guy.
No, don't put it on the list.
Put it on the list.
No, don't put it on the list
Put
yet.
it on the list.
I'm not gonna put it on the list yet.
I think we need to compare some other movies that aren't quite as rigorously, intensely long.
So let's talk about Lord of the Rings.
Okay.
I'm good with Lord of the Rings being on the list too. Godfather.
You already have 2.
Godfather, Lord of the Rings. That's 2 of my 3 picks.
Yeah, and we already know what your other third pick. That's not going to be it. It's Back to the Future.
Oh, I'm not. I haven't even thought of. I've been thinking of this as a collective. I haven't thought of any of these as
no
movies
memes aside. Put all the crazy crack dad stuff aside. This is genuinely what I think should be on the list. Godfather, Lord of the Rings. Right order. Godfather. People are not going to like this. Star Wars, Lord of the Rings.
No, because you're talking about cultural phenomenon when you say Star Wars.
No, Star Wars is a good movie.
No, but there's also hammy things. There are better films than Star Wars here.
I disagree.
Absolutely.
There are better films. Star Wars, although beloved
Empire Strikes Back
and a cultural heartthrob, it's still kind of a cheesy movie.
It's beautiful. It's wonderful to watch. It's such a fun adventure, and it's so huge. It's so it's such a phenomenon. But to be honest, a better movie to watch would be Braveheart.
Yeah.
We don't have anything.
A better film.
A better film. Yeah.
Besides Avatar. Up here.
Who cares?
What are you talking about?
Space.
We have 2 Star Wars.
Okay, you're making decisions based on. I want a race car movie.
I do.
Look,
why aren't there any race car movies?
Hold on.
I want a race car movie.
Can
we put Lightning McQueen up here?
I wonder what is our genre here. So we have musical love story, tragic love story between Sound of Music, Les Mis, drama pieces. We have Jaws, which is under horror, Jurassic Park under horror.
Thriller.
They're classically labeled as horror, though.
Thrillers, actually.
Thrillers, but all of the posters, all of the artwork, it all said horror.
Horror thriller.
Yeah, it's horrifying.
But mostly they're thrillers.
We got a lot of psychological thrillers. So Inception.
Yes.
Great Escape's kind of a psychological thriller in some fashion. Although it's
Back
mild.
to the Future.
Back to the Future.
That's psychological.
True Grit's kind of psychological thriller.
Not really. It's Western.
It's a Western
thriller.
It's classic Western.
And then we have Adventures.
Okay.
Which is Indiana Jones, Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah. Hook. Adventure
Lord of the
movies.
Rings.
Yeah.
Yes.
We don't have much drama on this list.
We got 2 solid dramas.
Les Mis.
That's musical. That's musical.
That's
still
a drama
piece.
I don't count as that. I want
Sound of Music is all drama.
Can we?
It is a drama. Yes.
It's literally about people's emotions.
Braveheart's a drama.
We already determined.
The Godfather's a drama.
Yeah, The Godfather's a drama. We got a lot of good dramas here.
I would consider Rise of the Planet of the Apes a drama.
Can we take off Great Escape and put
no, we're not replacing any.
Replace it with something else like a good drama, like Good Will Hunting, or like.
No.
All right, we need to make some progress though here.
All right, so let's delete
Godfather.
something.
Okay.
I'm happy.
True Grit.
Look,
True Grit. I'm good with that.
Are we deleting True Grit?
True
I'm
Grit
not gonna vote for
and
True
Great
Grit.
Escape. Those are my picks, and I'm saying get rid of them.
I wouldn't get rid of Great Escape so fast.
Greatest grapes.
The greatest grapes.
The greatest grapes. Don't get rid of the grapes.
Okay, so True Grit. Oh, it's number 3.
I'm just putting it over here off to the side.
Okay. All right.
Look at the scale.
Eliminations, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah,
eliminations.
I'd say let's drop Planet of the Apes as well.
Rise.
Yeah. As much as I want
it's got to compete.
As much as I want it to rise to the top here.
Dude, imagine if it did, and he's just up there going like.
I was gonna say nothing and just let it sleep, let it sleep until Caesar's at the top.
Honestly, no, we can't do it. If we're being honest with ourselves, it'd be a funny joke.
It would be.
Good.
All right, so we've got Lord of the Rings, Empire Strikes Back,
and
Rise of the Planet of the Apes.
With James Franco.
The one with Franco.
Not Dawn, not War.
Yeah.
Rise. All right. So we've done 2 eliminations already.
Let's get rid of Indiana Jones.
What?
No. Because,
you don't think Indiana Jones is going to be on the top 3?
Because as far as adventure movies, Indiana Jones and Empire Strikes Back are.
If I can't have my car movie,
tops.
then why do you get your adventure movie?
We didn't have any car movies.
He was talking about Back to the Future.
That's not a car movie.
I'm talking about which one's my Star Wars.
Huh?
Remember we had this discussion like 5 minutes ago. You said car movie, but I'm talking about Star Wars.
Oh, we're not dropping any of the Star Wars yet. But we definitely can't drop Indiana Jones because these are both adventure movies.
We have to eventually
big films.
drop things that we want on the list. We have to drop things.
We don't have to drop things constantly. If we feel like we hit a wall with dropping, then we start figuring out what's going on the list, and we work from there.
Get rid of Great Escape.
I want to...
You guys like that? Get rid of Great Escape.
I wouldn't put away Great Escape quite yet.
Yeah.
It's good.
All right, then I want to argue a little bit. Not argue, but I want to put under the microscope. If we're being really honest, let's put Jurassic Park under the microscope.
What is it as a film?
Exactly. What is it?
It's cheesy animatronics, dinosaurs.
Wrong,
but
it's not cheesy in any.
There are some cheesy moments, but it's convincing enough to be very scary.
It's still convincing.
Well, when the big T-Rex is like roaring and just going back and forth like this, not super convincing. But the fact that he's got something hanging out of his mouth is convincing.
There's almost no shot where it's just like doing this. Mm. If there is, it's really close up. Or it doesn't last very long.
Yeah.
It's the beauty of the movie.
Jurassic Park
the story is
so
good.
Hard.
The everything is so fun. But I mean we're up against.
All right, what else is Jurassic Park? It has a good dynamic of characters.
Very good.
Very strong. We kill off a few that we don't like, which is a trope. Like the lawyer. But still, he wasn't an evil person, and that's what makes this horror thriller. Okay, yeah.
That's what ultimately transcends thriller.
Start scrolling on social media at this point.
Shame.
We just spent that whole time.
Joshua does these power moves that no one thinks are power moves. They're just kind of annoying.
He thinks they're power
exactly.
moves. Exactly. Jurassic Park, kick it off the list.
It's such a teen thing to do. Pull up Instagram.
No, I was just scrolling through listening to you guys argue about it. I think.
We would have ignored you the whole time if you hadn't said something.
Oh, okay.
No, what we're trying to decide here, if you were paying attention,
Jurassic Park.
Is it?
I was paying attention.
Is it good enough?
No, it's not good enough.
I think Jurassic Park is good enough.
It's not good enough.
I think it's good enough.
Here's my problem.
Is it better than Star Wars? Or is it better than Hook? No.
It is better than Hook. Yes.
It's definitely better than Hook.
It's better than Hook.
Is it better than The Godfather though?
Probably not.
Okay, we've already determined Godfather's probably going to be up there. Let's just put it up there.
I don't want to throw The Godfather up there so quick.
How quick? We've already been here.
Look,
3 hours, my guy.
Also,
if Godfather, I know everyone loves. What's the main Godfather's name?
Al Pacino.
No. Pacino's dead. The Godfather.
Brando.
Brando.
Marlon Brando.
Yeah. If I know people love Marlon Brando, but honestly, if I watched The Godfather, it would be harder for me to watch if Pacino wasn't in it.
Yeah.
Here's my only reservations
Kick
for
Fire to the
movies
Lift.
like Indiana Jones, Jurassic Park, and Pirates.
Yeah. They're all Steven Spielberg movies.
What? No.
Again.
They are good movies.
I agree.
Enjoyable to watch.
Yeah, I agree.
And they are not as freakishly long as The Godfather.
But
I can enjoy.
get yourself a good dinner, good snack, a good soda pop, or
I think
a little something more than a soda pop.
I want to bring to the table the merits of a shorter movie.
a shorter movie has to be on the list. We can't have all of the longest options on the list.
Yeah, it can't be like Lord of the Rings, The Godfather,
Inception.
Yeah, or
Wait a minute.
Braveheart.
I have a question. You saw the first Godfather because of the stream.
Yeah.
Have you seen the second and third? Oh my
Did you see
god!
that little movement?
I've actually seen big portions of both of those movies.
Okay,
In-
I've
in
heard
most
this
people's
answer
opinion,
before.
The second's the best.
Yeah,
I've heard this answer from you before.
I saw
when you have not seen the film, and you don't want people to be mad at you. You say, "I've seen a big portion of the film."
Hey now.
but I am always telling the truth.
Always.
Always.
I disagree.
Every time. I have seen large portions of both of those movies.
Okay, if you're eating a pizza,
Yeah.
start eating it. Are you gonna eat? If it's so good, you have to eat the whole thing. You're gonna eat a large portion of it. No, you're gonna eat the whole thing.
I've taken a bite of each piece.
You've tasted every slice. Tasted every slice.
Look, I know the second one's a good movie.
That's like
I love the part.
Okay.
I mean, doesn't he like kill Frodo in that one?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
no man.
The second one's actually predominantly about Mary.
Is his name Frodo?
No.
I know it's
his name is
Fredo.
Fredo.
Alfredo, yeah.
Yeah, it's Fredo.
Fredo, not Alfredo.
That's the one where he
Josh
kills.
was like Alfredo.
Alfredo
Yeah.
sauce. I'm
They're
getting
like,
hungry.
aren't they like on a boat?
No.
Yes.
Oh wait, no, he
Yes.
kills him on a boat.
Yeah, in the
Yes.
nighttime, and the lady's on the shore. So he's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Sam, no, Sam.
No, not that bit. He orders his brother to be killed, and they take him out because he likes fishing, and
Yeah.
the guy kills him for Al Pacino
Yeah.
on the boat, and Fredo was his brother.
Yeah.
Intense
I just
drama.
got, you know those goosebumps I get once in a while?
Yeah.
Even though I'm wearing a hoodie.
You got him a little bit?
I got them.
It's
Which means it should be on the list.
It's a powerful scene. Yeah, the second one's not up here though.
The first one's got
Look,
powerful stuff.
I'd
too.
also like to point out if Holes were on this list, Holes would be number one.
I would like to
agree.
point out if
I would agree.
The
Can
Princess
we-
Bride was on this list, it would be in top 3 easily.
But when we were making decisions in the beginning and all throughout, we made decisions based on
don't
how
have
it
a-
did in the box
A
office.
Shia
as well.
LaBeouf movie.
yeah.
Yeah, don't worry, that's not a crime in any way.
You don't like Shia LaBeouf?
He's no Liam Neeson. He's no Mel Gibson. He's no Johnny Depp.
I agree. He's no.
start doing this.
He's no Robin Williams.
He's no Robin Williams. He's no Harrison Ford. He's no David Attenborough.
Yes. Yes.
He-
I know.
Steve McQueen.
I agree. He's not a Mel Gibson,
Yeah.
but I would say he
No
does
Anne Hathaway.
fit up there with
Jamie
a
Lee
lot of the other
Curtis.
ones. What?
She's not on any. Arnold Schwarzenegger.
No, he's definitely better than Arnold. In
Who? I
Wait.
don't remember who we were talking about. Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah.
Shia LaBeouf does not
I'm
deserve
sorry.
a top 3.
He is not as good as Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, are you kidding though? Actually,
Are you kidding?
He is not as because
Shia
when it
LaBeouf
comes
is
to
so much
acting-
better than
when it comes to
Arnold
acting, not
Schwarzenegger.
like the
Arnold
powerlifting
Schwarzenegger. You know what the director had to do with Arnold Schwarzenegger? He's like, put on these glasses. He's like, you got it. And then he friggin' was like, now what you're gonna do, Arnold, is you're gonna sit in the seat or you're gonna sit on this motorcycle and you're gonna look at this kid and the kid's gonna give you a thumbs up and you're gonna go like, hasta la vista, baby. And you're gonna and he had to do
You're
it about
basing
50
this
times.
off like one movie.
He had to do it like 50 times. See?
You looked this up.
Arnold Schwarzenegger, he was really good at holding on to a bike.
You looked this up. You know how many movies Arnold's been in?
I know. I just really hate.
Look,
Arnold
he's so good that he could play a Nebraska man from America.
How was his accent?
And nobody would ask why he had an accent.
Nobody asked.
A man named Frank Howard, and nobody would ask why he has an accent.
What was his wife's name?
In what?
Frank Howard.
I don't know. He'd be like, "Oh my gosh, what are we going to do?
Up here in Nebraska.
I have to save my children. What's my wife?"
Where he has to like find the action figure for the kid.
Oh, that's
for Christmas. The Christmas one.
Christmas.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Oh goodness. Why'd you have to pull that one out?
I don't know. That's one of his movies.
And you know what?
He's no Leonardo DiCaprio.
I've seen it, and I've seen that movie like twice with Djibouti commentary.
Yeah.
They watched that movie?
Yeah. They love watching crappy movies. Well, now that's gonna mess me up.
Well, we don't really have to think about it because neither Arnold Schwarzenegger or
Leonardo.
No, Leonardo's on the list.
Wait, speaking of
Shia
Titanic
LaBeouf
on our list?
Shia LaBeouf.
Did we kick Titanic off?
Yeah, we did.
We kicked it.
I thought it was on this list.
It was a pick of mine, and we got close.
Let's get back to the black screen.
Come on.
We need to be talking about movies on this list.
That's right. That's what you're all here to do. We're here to talk about these movies. First of all, I need to acknowledge this is a lot harder than I thought. Mm-hmm. I thought we would be close.
I think we've determined Godfather's on the list, which I said this like 20 minutes ago.
You have determined. We have not determined.
I'm very conflicted because I know I'm looking at these movies, and although I love Godfather, I do not know.
Okay, what do you want? Star Wars? Well, I'll give you... Okay, what about Sound of Music? What are we thinking in Sound of Music? Why?
I don't think Sound of Music makes it.
I'm kind of in agreement.
Yeah.
As much as I love Sound
Grandma.
of Music. The hills.
So, wait. As we sing, put it over here. Okay. So it's like homage to it. Okay, ready?
No, we should sing... I am 15.
No, the other one.
15 going on 17, huh? Edelweiss, Edelweiss, you look happy to meet me, small and white, clean and bright. Bless my homeland forever. Blossom of snow, may you bloom and grow. Bloom and grow forever. Edelweiss. Edelweiss. Bless my homeland forever. That was great.
I think that was a good, like, kicking it off top. Yeah.
No other film's going to get that kind of dedication.
All right. Now let's kick back to the future. And it don't take money. Don't take fame. don't need no credit card to ride this train.
I say we kick Back to the Future off.
At least leave it on the list for me. We don't have to put it on top, but leave it on this list.
It's going. I think I'm ready to kick Great Escape off as well.
All right.
I'm ready to kick both of those off.
No.
Back to the Future. Though.
Leave it on the list.
I can promise you, out of this selection, Back to the Future is not going to make it.
That's his opinion.
We're talking top 3. Are you for real thinking Back to the Future?
I didn't say top 3, but I said leave it on this list.
A good enough
It's on
film.
this list. It's not on that list.
It's on kicked list.
No, it's on this list. It's not on this list.
Joshua, this list means we're still considering it. I'm saying
it's on this
we're
list.
not going to consider it for
No,
top 3.
there's like this list, there's this list, and then there's this list.
No, these are movies that are going to be on that list. That's why they're over here and not over there.
All but 3
it's not over here.
are going to be on this list.
It's not over here.
I'm going to move Great Escape over.
Yeah.
Yes, you can put that over there.
And then I'm going to move the other one. Where's my cursor?
There it is.
There it is. All right, guys, keep
All right, well, hold on. If we were to compare Back to the Future with Inception, which are you?
It depends.
It depends.
Do I want to?
Which do you think wins in your mind? It's not about how are you feeling as far as.
Do I want to implant a memory in someone's brain?
Okay.
Then Inception. Do I want to go back in time and pick up those discontinued?
Make out with your mom.
Those discontinued. what's that discontinued cereal that I wanted?
Floppy
like
disk.
the Ghostbuster cereal that I'm really craving.
Yeah.
Then the
If you
DeLorean.
wanted to blow your parents' high school with your musical ability.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With my nose flute ability.
As a film, it doesn't deserve top 3.
But neither does.
Certainly not.
Your disdain for Back to the Future has to end.
Yeah, it does.
I do not disdain
It has to stop.
It has to end.
It's on this list because it was better than other movies.
Yeah, and
It
still
is better.
Sing
We
Johnny,
have it
Johnny
as-
Be Good then if we're going to put it on that list.
Johnny, I don't know the song.
Why are you looking at me?
He doesn't
Wyatt's
know
like,
the
I don't
song.
know it either.
He doesn't know the song.
Do you know the song?
That's all in it.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
I think we should take Back to the Future off, and I think we should put Lord of the Rings up there.
Wait, put it up here?
Yeah. We got to put
Kick
something up
Jurassic off too.
We got to put something up there.
Kick Jurassic off too. We've already determined that was off. Kick Jurassic. If Back to the Future goes off, so does Jurassic and so does Jaws. Those 3, because they're not going to be on the list.
Yeah, I feel like as far if Back to the Future is off, then we can eliminate Jurassic Park
and Jaws. Jaws isn't going to be up there either.
I don't think so.
All right, I'm going to take
all 3. All 3.
I don't necessarily totally agree. I'm not sure how to feel about Jaws because this is the
I
first
need to
time
flick you in the ear.
Jaws was just such a great movie. Oh, it was just such a great movie.
Jaws?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know when did Jaws come out?
When did?
I think the 70s.
What's the guy that captured Captain?
Yeah.
Is it Nemo? No,
that's 20,000 Leagues.
Yeah. Did Captain Nemo pull out his lightsaber and cut? What's the fish's name? Is it Jaws? That's
Jaws?
his name?
Yeah.
Just Jaws in half with his lightsaber? No. We didn't see
that. So, Jaws versus Jurassic Park. I'm watching Jurassic Park every time. For me. That's for me.
No, I would watch Jaws. I like me some Jaws. Yeah. I like Jaws.
For me, it's opposite.
Yeah,
for me and Joshua, I prefer Jaws over
because
Jurassic
I get
Park.
the same amount of thrill. I get the same amount of thrill. I get the same amount of horror, but I actually get to see the monsters in Jurassic Park.
The thing is, I like the aspect of the non-seeing, and also I think the characters in Jaws is more interesting than Jurassic Park.
We've already determined, though,
like the actual realism and complexity of the characters and their emotional.
Oh yeah, it's good.
Problems is more intriguing than Jurassic Park.
It's good, but what I'm saying is for how scary Jaws is, Jaws doesn't give me nightmares. I still have nightmares because of velociraptors.
You also don't go deep into the ocean.
No.
We're about to go deep in the ocean after this episode.
But I'm talking one is real. One is a real threat, and I've seen Jaws a bunch of times, and I've seen Jurassic Park a bunch of times.
I'll make you a deal.
But and all of the scares are still thrilling to me. But I get the same that same feeling from Jurassic Park, and I get to see the animals.
I think Star Wars should be on this list.
It's more adventurous.
Empire Strikes Back.
I am not of the opinion that Empire Strikes Back makes it.
Let's table it.
All right.
Let's table that.
I think Empire.
We need to finish. We need to finish what we're talking about with Jaws and Jurassic.
We already determined they're over here. We're not
determine
putting
that?
them. We're not putting. There's only 2 picks left. There's
Look,
only 2
if
picks
we're
left.
combining Jaws and Jurassic, then that means there's something to them, and we can't.
We can't
fully
combine
agree.
them and put them in one spot.
I'm not saying.
though.
I'm just saying we need to fight over this, and then
We're ultimately
one of these
fighting
might
over
deserve
Steven
top.
Spielberg. But I already told you what my Steven Spielberg pick was.
Dang you, Steven. Why did you have to make two such great films?
3 good such movies.
Amazing
3
banger films.
3
Why?
movies that.
Why were you so
Ready
good at
Player
it?
One.
No, not
3,
including that one.
3 movies.
Not that one. You should stick to producing these days, sir.
I mean,
3
with the
movies.
utmost
look,
respect.
if we're Steve,
Stephen, listen to me, brother.
it's good. It really is. But,
Mr. Spielberg, sir.
But if we're being honest, it's just like your stuff.
What do you think?
It's your stuff. You're just doing your stuff.
You're just doing you, man.
Yeah.
You know, his
you're putting it all
movie
into
is
a
probably like E.T., which is not even on our list. So
yeah.
It was on my pick.
It's a good one though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
I watched that recently, and it's still
the characters in E.T. are like none other.
Yeah,
they're almost as good as Goonies.
We were watching Goonies, and I remember as we were watching, I'm like, man, this is such a slapsticky movie. But then I'm thinking about the sets and the design and the characters are all so wonderful.
Yeah.
There was one
The
little
Goonies.
part. There was one little part where the Fratelli brothers are like trying to look down a hole for the kids, and one of them pushes the other one,
Yeah.
right, and he's like, ow, and the one laughs, he's like, ha, and he's like, you all right? It's just, you all right?
Yeah, they're brothers that are fighting the whole time, but then they keep checking on each other.
Yeah,
You good?
You good?
You all right?
We're gonna do this. We're gonna kill each other.
The
over
mom
the
just
pepperoni.
kept freaking. She would.
You always loved him the best. That's right.
That's right. And then there's freaking.
So we should get rid of Jaws and Jurassic.
I feel like Jaws up against Indiana Jones. If we're going for more of an, since these are closer
Neither
to the
of those
adventure
compare
genre.
to Indiana.
I already said get rid of
Not
Indiana.
really.
All right, we're
not dropping Indiana yet.
We're definitely. I don't think Indiana Jones is gonna be dropped. If I'm being honest.
Yes, I did just yawn.
Cutting it out. Josh goes, and then it changes. Hey.
Josh, like everybody, look inside my mouth.
So we're gonna get rid of. I say we put. There's 2 more picks: Inception and Star Wars on the list. If we're not gonna put Godfather,
I think I'm about ready to
put Inception on the list.
No, I was gonna say take Star Wars off the list.
You want to put my?
Do you think Star Wars deserves a top 3 of all time?
Do you think I need to put my thumb
That's
in
big
your
fat
eye?
No. Out of these movies, Star Wars didn't make it. Think this: George Lucas. We just tabled 2 Spielberg films that outshined, from a movie making,
How about
writing
let's do this.
standpoint.
Let's get rid of Star
they
Wars and
outshine
get rid
Star
of-
Wars.
Wrong. I don't think so.
Star Wars is
Indy.
not
Star Wars
as good of a
and
film
Star
as
Wars.
Jurassic Park.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Star Wars Empire Strikes Back is a
I feel like
bigger,
this is an
more
endless
dramatic,
battle.
more epic space opera film than Jurassic Park is.
I think this is an endless battle.
It's big, it's powerful, it's beautiful.
Siblings kiss.
Well, they didn't know.
They didn't know.
They didn't know.
It's a space opera.
It truly is.
I want Star Wars. want Star
do I
Wars.
believe that it's going to be one of the 3?
Yes, I truly believe. I do believe in fairies. Speaking of fairies,
Yeah, listen,
Hey,
we're-
let's go ahead and drop Hook.
Yeah, let's go ahead and drop Hook right now. That's not gonna make it.
I'm not arguing with that as long as we can have Back to the Future on the one of the 3.
So really, is this like this isn't finishing the debate with the whole Hook thing? We're
No.
still gonna create
No.
merch.
Yeah.
No, Hook is on the list. I don't see Saving Private Ryan anywhere.
I did see it, actually.
I
at the
saw it. It
beginning.
was
I saw
here.
It was here.
It was here, remember?
Yeah. He had to dip.
he had to
Yeah,
go.
he had to
He
dip.
was out fighting the war.
Yeah. He was actually,
He was actually out
doing
saving.
important stuff.
Yeah.
While Hook was just, sort of.
Well, they were out being heroes.
Yeah.
Is what they were doing.
So what you're saying is this podcast is not important.
When it comes to being a hero, we're not doing hero work over here.
We're not. We're not saying
We're just trying to entertain some bored folks.
Yeah.
Speak to yourself. Speak for yourself.
Well, at least we know that the controversy between Ryan and Hook lives on because Ryan showed up for the party tonight.
Look, I want to say that Dustin...
Ryan showed up.
Yeah. He showed up. He was here.
He was here.
He was invited. He wasn't on the list, but he was invited.
Wait, how can he be invited but not be on the list?
He was a +1. Hook invited him.
Oh, I see. I know all about those +1s.
Hook's still ready
That's
to
how I
fight,
get into
man.
the parties.
So I want to say that Dustin Hoffman's portrayal of Hook is second to none.
Second to none. So it's second to none?
I mean, his acting in this movie is some of the best. Some of his best. It's beautiful.
It's a fun.
I just wanted to point it out. It truly is.
But you're still going to kick it?
Yeah,
but it's the best thing you've ever seen?
Another kick, because of how much we argued about it, and I know we're not going to agree on it, being on the top 3 is Les Mis. I don't think Les Mis is going to reach top 3.
Okay, well, you give that no mark,
I'm down to kick a child.
What are we going to do?
That's a child, right? Kick her out.
Sing Stars Out in the Dark.
I don't remember that. So let's sing the other one.
Stars.
No.
Oh, wait, no.
Wrong little. What's the no?
Falling from grace.
Everybody's singing 3 different songs. I'm confused.
In sleep he sang to me.
It's this film. Sing this film.
He came.
Goodbye,
That voice which calls to me.
Wait, no. What's the song?
Ha 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 ha. And do I dream again? For now I find. Okay,
Joshua, you do the backup. The Phantom of the Opera is near.
I've never seen the Phantom of the Opera.
Pleb.
What'd you just call me?
What did you say? All right, so for the same reason of the argument, how much we argued over, I'm gonna say let's
kick Indiana Jones.
No, let's kick Pirates.
I don't even like this list at this point. Like, you guys can have this podcast. I'm just gonna dip out.
Joshua, stay freaking engaged.
We're talking about
the top movies for Canon.
You're arguing for movies
you can't get excited about any of these?
You're arguing for movies that only you personally like.
Joshua, you cannot get excited.
That's my list right there.
Oh my gosh.
This is my list.
Joshua, but you can't get excited about any of these. You love Inception. You love Godfather. You love the Star Wars. You love Braveheart. You can't get excited about any of this?
I do believe in fairies.
There's fairies.
You love Lord of the Rings. It's already on the list.
There's elves and
there's fairies in Avatar. No, there's fairies in Lord of the Rings.
There is.
Yeah,
and it's on the list.
Yeah.
Now I will say a word for Pirates of the Caribbean before it goes because I feel it inevitably going.
It's about to go.
I will say. There has never been, nor will there ever be, another film as engaging and exciting and as adventurous, as inspiring as this film.
There's plenty of them. Plenty. They're all on this list.
Not a Pirates
Indiana
film.
Jones,
Okay.
Star Wars, Avatar.
Put it over
the
here,
thing is,
then.
Pirates was morally corrupt. Indiana Jones is just a good guy.
Put it over here.
We loved pirates.
Hook's a pirate.
We loved pirates. We loved the fact that they were pirates, morally corrupt people doing adventurous, heroic things. And so with that,
we take it off.
I will bow out.
Okay. We can sing the song.
I think if we're dropping pirates...
Yo ho, a pirate's life for me. We... Shiver, we plunder, we don't give a...
All together, hoist the colors high.
Wait, that wasn't in this movie.
Heave-ho, thieves and beggars, never say we die.
That wasn't in this movie.
It don't matter. I love that World's End.
Yeah, that...
All right, guys. We just have a few more picks.
Let's drop Star Wars.
The original?
Yes.
Definitely the original.
As wonderful as the movie is.
Oh, I just had a feeling.
But that has old man Ben Kenobi in it.
I just had a feeling
Yes.
our parents aren't going to be happy at this point.
With you.
Yeah.
Because we are
Always.
getting rid of all of their childhood films.
Yeah.
They still have Raiders.
Telling me they didn't watch the
Still have Braveheart's in middle ground. Still have Godfather.
They still have Star Wars. This is the Empire.
Inception was really good.
It is. I think the contest right now is Empire versus Jones. For me.
Well, in my opinion, I think if we really think about our psychology,
I would take both those
going
off the list.
through
I'm good
this.
with taking
Well,
both
going
those off
through
the
this
list.
series, the one that we didn't really talk. Well, the three we didn't talk much about or have much conversation about was Inception, Braveheart, and Avatar.
Yeah.
Those are the three movies that were like, of course.
Of course.
Yeah. Does that say something?
So let's talk a little bit about Braveheart and if we're going to leave or throw.
All right.
It's
What is it?
cinematically appealing.
Mhm.
It's
It's got all those
romantically enthralling.
It's dramaticing engaging. Let me tell you.
I was going somewhere. I was going to transfer to the Key and Peele sketch, but now I don't remember what it was.
I'm sorry.
No, it wasn't your fault.
Oh, I'm always derailing jokes over
No,
here.
it wasn't your fault.
Ladies
I couldn't
and
remember it in
gentlemen.
the first place.
So I have a deep love for the Scotch-Irish people.
The Scotch.
Culturally
Scots,
fascinating.
Irish.
You have deep love for Scotch?
Scotch.
Oh.
And the Irish.
No, okay.
I am not of blood, but I
Mm.
feel as though I might be of heart.
A
Brave heart, if you will.
So a brave heart.
Exactly. And so I kind of feel like Braveheart deserves it. I mean, it's a great movie.
It has the music.
It's a
It has
great
the
movie.
battles. It has the,
The
love
humor.
story.
It has the humor.
It has the humor.
The characters are very funny.
It has a dramatic ending.
How many times have you watched Braveheart in your life?
Probably
quite a
about
few.
6 times.
How many times have you watched Godfather?
Probably about 6 times.
How many times have you watched Star Wars?
Probably about
Oh, so many.
25 times.
That answers your question.
No,
Star
it's
Wars
because
you
I
watch?
wasn't allowed to watch either of those when I was young.
I think we're going into the length of movie.
Length of movie. How long is Star
Probably.
Wars? Star Wars is like
It's not
5 hours
it's
long.
not as long as The Godfather or Braveheart.
Mhm.
Almost guaranteed.
Okay.
So that's why I say there's some movies that need to compete.
Can we
here.
find a middle ground with you?
What's the middle ground?
We will get rid of Star Wars.
Huh?
We'll get rid of Star Wars,
Uh-huh.
but we're going to put up another Harrison Ford film.
No, because I don't want the Harrison Ford.
Well,
film.
that's what I'm saying. Are we gonna argue
I don't
pros
want
and cons
Indiana
of
Jones.
Jones versus Star Wars?
I don't. Yeah, I.
By
These are
far,
Star
I
Wars
mean, in
would-
my mind, I thoroughly enjoy Raiders much more than Empire.
You enjoy Star Wars is way more
Really?
than Indiana Jones.
Really?
Yes.
Are you for real?
Yes.
I enjoy
Yes.
Empire Strikes Back.
Empire's way
Well, when it comes
better.
down to it, I don't think either of them probably deserve it anyway.
Would we really put Indiana Jones next to Lord of the Rings?
No.
Yeah. My hat!
Yeah, really? I
No,
mean, does
that's
it
good
deserve to sit next to Lord of the Rings?
No.
I think it's King.
It's wonderful. I enjoy Empire more because it's more epic.
Mm-hmm. What's more epic than Empire though? Back to the Future.
Wrong. Because look, Raiders is good.
Yeah.
But Empire has space battles.
Yeah,
it
but
has snow battles.
I got a
It
question
has
for you.
snow monsters. It has little green men. It has swamp
I thought
planets.
you were about to say little girls.
Sword fights, space battles.
I got one question for you
Has-
though.
Oh, never mind.
Billy D. Williams.
Listen, I got a question for you. that will trump all of this.
A little trumpet?
Yes. Why be a king when you can be a god?
See, I was gonna make that joke earlier, but there's no king.
There's no king or god.
I was gonna make it.
Aragorn.
Aragorn?
Aragorn is king.
Yeah, he is a king.
He's the true king.
And who's the god?
And he's up there, the Godfather.
Yeah, the Godfather.
Yeah,
Dang.
that's what he was referencing.
Why be a king when you can be a god? That's a pretty good. That's a good reference. I missed it entirely.
Here's for Indiana Jones Empire. Indiana Jones is a thrilling adventure movie. Empire Strikes Back.
But is it better than Godfather?
I'm not comparing it to Godfather. I'm comparing it to Empire Strikes Back. Empire Strikes Back is a space opera.
Yes.
It transcends adventure movie.
Oh yes.
I agree. I agree with you.
I mean, Indiana Jones is one of the greatest adventure movies ever made.
It's this guy that doesn't agree with you. I agree with you. I've said Indiana Jones shouldn't even be on this list.
Well, you're wrong there. It absolutely deserves this spot 100%.
My guy.
Yeah.
Joshua, you need to stop hating on our top
Which
picks
is a better main character, Indiana Jones or Parsifal?
If I wasn't here, you guys I don't know what you said, but I heard the word Parsifal.
I said, who's a better main character, Indiana Jones or Parsifal?
Can we figure out at least? I'm not ready to make a
Parsifal,
decision.
it's Wade Watts.
I'm not ready to make a decision here.
It's Parsifal. That's who he is.
I'm not ready to make a decision about these films. Can we figure out what we're doing with Inception and Avatar over there? Then we'll come back to this.
They're lurking.
No. Right now, it seems like we have Godfather and Braveheart pitted. We have Indiana Jones and Empire pitted.
No, we've already pitted them on that list.
No, we haven't pitted them yet.
We pitted them on that list.
Does that naturally mean these two are pitted?
No. I think it's these four. Take these two off the list.
Joshua, these two over here are getting pitted. these two are getting pitted, and those two seem to be getting pitted.
Well, they're not even getting pitted. They're just kind of hiding.
They're definitely hiding.
They're hiding.
I could
almost see Ryza over there hiding behind them.
Yeah, and look, it's
Caesar's back there somewhere.
Caesar's got his fist poking out.
He's waiting to rise.
It's literally an eye peeking.
You realize
out
we only have
corner.
2 more picks, so let's just pick one from this list, and get rid of these 2.
All right, so The Godfather and Indiana Jones. He said drop them. He said drop them.
No, I said these 2.
Yeah, he pointed at Godfather and Indiana Jones and said drop them.
The thing is, okay, I don't know how I feel yet about Empire and Indiana. I think one of them might deserve.
For greatest films of all time,
we already determined.
Are we really gonna put
Empire
3-hour movie, 3-hour movie, 3-hour movie?
Why do you think
the longer one's better, bro?
The longer ones are better.
Why have we seen the other ones on these lists?
That just means Star Wars is the only one that's that time length now. All the rest are long.
Well, we already determined Star Wars is better than Indiana Jones, so put Star Wars on the list.
We have not determined that yet.
I feel like we need to drop Jones.
I kind of feel like I'm being raped.
You can't just drop off. You can't drop the hard R word.
I'm sorry. I kind of feel like I'm being advantaged.
Okay, I'd like to compare villains. If we're getting down to nitty gritty between Raiders and Empire.
Who's
the villain? Yeah, it's German guy.
Nazis. Germany.
Yeah, Germany as a whole.
Germany, dude. Friggin' Hitler's the villain.
Okay, let me one up you. Space Hitler.
Dude, he was not a space Hitler.
Absolutely, he was.
No,
he murdered the Jedi. He blew up an entire planet.
I got a better villain for you.
Children.
Space Hitler is not as big of a villain because may I remind you?
Okay,
there is another film in this series.
We're not talking about that one.
Called Return of the Jedi.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, out of bad guys, who's killed more people?
Hitler.
Space Hitler.
I don't know.
Or
Vader blew
Rick
planets,
Sanchez.
Though. Dude, Rick Sanchez. Dude, Rick Sanchez's afternoon is blowing up a couple planets.
I think and heroes as well. We have Indiana Jones, yes. But in Empire, we have Luke, and we have Han, and we have Leia.
And we have Leia.
We've got. It's a bigger roster. It's a bigger movie. It's a better movie. Do it.
I will concede.
All right.
Okay, are we gonna give it a sound off? Dun 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 dun.
The wrong moment.
Dun 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 dun.
This is the weakest send-off ever. Dun dun dun.
We were giving it an emotional one.
No, dude, it deserves going out in glory. It's an adventure film.
Dun, dun, dun,
Dun, dun, dun. Friggin'. All right.
My guy.
Trying to compare it to Lord of the Rings. Wait, we didn't agree on that.
We didn't? I thought that was the whole argument.
No,
we
were just pitting.
Was it? I was just agreeing to eliminate Indiana Jones based on the only other movie that is comparable to it.
Never mind.
But you already said your length of movie.
Yeah, that's
was an argument.
It was kind of part of it. Just the only shorter film on the list.
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
Let me pull up Inception and Avatar a little bit from Pekin.
Pekin?
Is Avatar truly a good enough movie to be on this list?
In my opinion, yeah, but I don't think a lot of people
Can we
know.
be honest with ourselves?
I think so, but most people probably know.
I would also say, if I'm going to be very critical, I'm gonna say
I would rather
we don't currently have enough of Avatar to be really invested in the characters.
I would rather watch Avatar than Inception.
Is a super cool action movie with super cool effects and a super cool sci-fi
I would rather watch Avatar than Inception, though.
Oh, that's not true though. Inception's a better film.
I would watch Avatar.
I kind of
over
agree
Inception.
that I would watch Avatar over Inception, but Inception is an exceptionally made movie.
Oh, crap.
I would rather watch Avatar over Inception.
That doesn't mean we're putting it on the list. I'm sorry.
I mean, none of my picks.
Joshua, you would rather watch Ready Player One.
I don't remember
over Lord of the Rings.
I don't remember. Yeah, I don't know. Does Mel Gibson really compete with The Godfather?
What?
Yeah, Mel Gibson, Braveheart.
I think again, I keep wanting to say I think in the public eye it does.
In the public eye, it absolutely
what we
does.
think.
But as far as movies go, they're both.
Their posters are so similar. It's the main character.
Well,
holding the cat is pretty bad, man.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Pretty bad.
Yeah,
he's just chilling with the cat.
That dude's got a claymore.
I have that sword.
A claymore.
That sword.
Yeah.
Claymore. Is it here, Joshua? Should we pull it out?
Go find the claymore.
We don't have it here. It's back in storage.
Inception has an all-star cast. It has an amazing premise. It still confuses people to this day.
What, Inception?
Yes, people are.
I figured it out a long time ago.
You did. I did. Yes, we understand. But people.
No, I figured it out way before you.
You have zero.
I'm the smartest man.
Confirmation
alive, so.
that what your theory is
People
correct.
still talk about Inception. They still are contemplating. It was like, is the ending real? What really was going on? Was all this stuff?
I have the answer.
Okay, what's the answer? Okay, tell me the answer.
Have you never heard of this theory?
What? No.
What is it?
The spinning top
Uh-huh.
was never his token. He used that because it was his wife's token. Wasn't his token.
Interesting.
What is his token? So essentially we're following the tokens because that's the story.
Mm-hmm.
In a dream, not in a dream. We have to determine what his token was.
Mm-hmm.
What was his token? What thing did he have and mess with in the film more than any object besides the spinning top? His wedding ring. In the last scene when he spins the top, does he have his wedding ring on? Does he not have his wedding ring on? That is the answer. Go watch the film to figure out if he's in a dream or not. That's all I'm going to say.
That is, I've never heard that theory. That's very interesting.
His gold wedding ring is his token. It's not the spinning top. People think that. He found it in the safe because when his wife, who it was her token, left it in the safe, the whole time was the wedding ring.
It's a good theory.
And dropped a mic.
The thing is,
that is the theory.
There are contradictions.
It's a good theory.
No.
It's not confirmed.
I'm going to tell you, Christopher Nolan
confirmed.
set this film up to have contradictions.
He confirmed it? Christopher Nolan?
No.
Yeah. You want me to call him right now?
Yeah,
Chris?
call him up.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Nolan.
Hey, Chris.
Hey, Chris.
Look,
We needed you to clarify something for us on our little show over here in the corner of YouTube.
Chris Nolan. Contacts? Yeah, he's down here at the bottom or something. I don't know.
Chris. There he is.
There he is.
All right, call Chris.
Yeah, that's a good observation. But that's not like the reason it should be up there.
No, I don't disagree.
Yeah.
I already said I would put Avatar over Inception.
What do you think?
I think it's Inception.
You think it's Inception over Avatar?
I mean, I'm okay with Inception, but I said I would put Avatar over Inception.
I do. As a film,
You do?
Inception is far more engaging. Avatar is super cool, but it's not as engaging.
Let's just put both.
No.
Just Inception, Avatar, Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
No.
Finish it off.
No.
There we
I'm
go.
telling you,
No.
as a film, Avatar was not as engaging from
then
a
what are we
character
doing?
and writing.
I also think there were
Star
some
Wars?
writing things that I wasn't quite
Then what are we
into.
putting? Inception Star Wars or Inception Godfather?
Forgetting about Braveheart over there.
We're not talking about Braveheart.
We're not?
Braveheart is a good movie, but it's not Godfather. It's
put Avatar over there. I'm sorry.
It's not.
It's sad, but yeah, I just put the Godfather over there too.
Avatar.
I think it's between
What do they say? I see.
Star Wars. Are we putting
Also-
Inception up here? Inception up here. Put Inception up.
We're still.
This is not just a throw around kind of thing,
Yeah.
Joshua. We're literally talking about what this podcast, for the rest of its existence and our lives, what this podcast, as Canon says,
Well,
is
not
the
our
top.
lives because there'll be more decades to come.
Let me preface.
There are more decades to come.
Is going to be the top 3 movies from the 60s all the way to the 2010s.
Are we going to keep Mel Gibson's Braveheart then? I say get rid of Braveheart. Okay, we can't really compare Braveheart to these two. They're its own thing. But we can compare it to Godfather. What would you rather watch? Godfather? Braveheart?
That's the thing. I don't know. I like them both
They're
so
both
much.
so compelling.
And I kind of want to watch both of them right now.
The acting in both is so amazing.
I want to watch both of them right now.
You know
Literally. Those two, I don't think.
It's for me. This is personally.
Well, it's gonna have to change because we have to agree on what's the top of the list.
Personally, for me, it is Lord of the Rings, The Godfather, and Empire.
You're really picking Godfather over Braveheart?
Didn't I say that from the beginning? Wasn't that my picks from the beginning?
Look, I mean, I'm only picking Godfather over Braveheart, because of how it looks.
I'm pretty sure that's what I said from the beginning.
Not because the movie as a whole is better. I'm getting down to really brass tack stuff here.
Brass tack, yeah.
Because the look of The Godfather is unique. It's special. I mean, the Braveheart looks like any other movie of its era.
What?
I'm talking visually. I'm talking
Braveheart?
what the movie looks like on screen. It looks like you put a field from Braveheart and a field from The Patriot, and it looks like the same image.
If we're talking about looks, you know a film that was not on here that should have been on here? Because looks. We're talking about looks, okay.
Face Off. Yeah. John Travolta, Nick
Southpaw.
Cage.
I was going to say Zack Snyder's Justice League. I mean, he has the black bars.
Dude, if we didn't even consider that.
It looks like nothing anybody has done.
It couldn't be.
It looks like nothing.
It was a
good?
2021
good.
film.
Oh, that's why.
It couldn't be.
Yeah.
But it is so good.
It's like nothing I've ever seen.
It's like I'm looking through a narrow window.
When did Justice League come out?
I love squinting.
When did Justice League come out?
Squinting when I'm watching the movie.
I love squinting when I'm watching a film. It's like,
the
is that
Justice League.
that's Jason? He's half naked. Let's get them tattoos.
It's 2017. Justice League.
No,
No.
Zack
Snyder's Justice League
different.
came out in 2021.
That doesn't have a window.
Yeah.
Oh,
That has
It doesn't have the window.
Yeah.
I don't think it had the Mercedes.
I agree with I agree with
friggin' Mercedes.
Wyatt's pick.
I kind of think Godfather deserves it as well.
Yeah.
So putting
And if we're pitting Empire versus Inception,
And Braveheart.
yeah, Yes.
it's Empire.
yeah, I agree.
Honestly, at the beginning of this, I honestly was gonna say Star Wars isn't making it onto this list, but at the end here, Star Wars
Is on the list.
kind of needs to be on the list.
I said this from the beginning. What were my 3 picks at the beginning? Joshua predicts.
You were saying Hook, Back to the Future.
No, remember I said there was at one point I said
Ready Player One.
I said all jokes aside.
Is
was
Lord of
like-
the Rings taking first place? Yeah.
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 How about Ready, Empire, Godfather? I mean, not Star Wars.
He's still arguing for Ready Player One. No.
Shut up! I don't want to hear that come out of your mouth one more time.
I think that was actually a slip of the tongue.
Josh was like,
Lord of the
ready?
Rings.
Wait.
I was like, but that's a good idea. Ready
I got
Player
One on the mind.
Lord of the Rings, Empire, Godfather.
No, I think the last two should be flipped.
Yeah, probably Godfather.
Godfather is much better than Empire.
No.
Godfather.
What you're talking is crazy.
Godfather is way more movie.
Godfather
Way
does
more
not
movie?
deserve third place to Star Wars.
I will only agree
If we're giving,
because
We're
I
talking
want to,
about better
I am a good
films.
little Italian boy, and so I will agree. But if I wasn't a good little Italian boy, I would say Empire's a better film.
No, it's not, but you're crazy.
it's not the better film, but it is. I'd
It's
say
space. It's space.
it's
No,
space.
I'll tell you what it is.
Space.
It's eye candy for the dummies.
Wrong.
Lightsabers.
It is not.
Eye candy. It literally
It is
flashes lights around and
lightsabers.
says,
It is not.
Light.
Let me take your
sword.
attention.
Okay,
right
if we're
here.
calling
Light
anything eye
swords.
candy, it's Ready Player One.
Well, I would agree with you.
It's not Star Wars.
Hmm.
Star
Light
Wars is a compelling
swords.
story.
Light swords. Swords.
Laser swords.
Laser swords
That's
that
what
are made
Lucas
out of
called
light.
them originally. They were called laser swords.
Laser swords.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get my laser sword in the color green.
I'm going to get my laser sword in the color yellow because I like Bible Man.
We should just X-name this whole thing.
Bible
put
Man just
Bible Man up
totally
there.
took the laser sword idea.
Bible Man.
Why isn't Bible Man up here?
I'm going to say I do not agree. Are we putting... I do not agree
I said
with Star Wars
Godfather.
being in front of Godfather.
I said Godfather, Star Wars.
I said because I'm a good little Italian boy, I'll agree with you, but
It shouldn't have to be. You should understand that The Godfather's a better film.
It's a better film. Cinematically.
cinematically,
Everything.
Acting, yes.
cinematically,
Okay, let's just count. Let's just start at the beginning of Empire. We'll go for another 2 hours. Let's just count all of the cheesy moments in Empire, because there are many.
I could do this all
every
night.
Star Wars
I don't
film.
have to go to work tomorrow.
Let's
I don't
go
have to do
through
anything.
Godfather and count all the cheesy moments. There are none.
Yeah.
That time he ate the cheese though. At the
So
wedding,
they do eat a lot
He
of
does
cheese.
eat the cheese.
They eat the
yeah.
lasagna. Friggin' Pacino looks over at his girlfriend. He's like, "Do you enjoying the lasagna?" And
Yeah, Godfather and then Empire.
I don't want to join the family business, Pa. I don't want any part of your life.
You come to me on the day of my daughter's wedding. You ask me for help. What did you say? What did he say? You asked me to kill somebody for you.
No.
Is that what he says?
He says, you started it right, but he doesn't. Someone comes and asks. Actually, yeah, he does. Someone does ask him.
Yeah, ask him to kill somebody.
No, he says, I will do this for you, but just know that someday in the future, it may never come, but someday I might need to call on you for your help, and you will have to oblige. Something like that. What are you doing, Joshua? You're going the wrong way, boy.
I can't do it.
He tried.
I'm going
He tried
upside
so hard and got so far.
Okay, can we talk this list up a little because my heart hurts.
Look,
So does mine.
It's not cheering like it should be. It hurts a little.
look. I mean, okay. Look at it this way. There were a lot of movies on this list. A lot of good movies. And prefacing this list are all movies you should watch. Just go and watch every single one
Ready
of
Player
these
One.
movies. No.
No, literally from the start of this 4-part series, every movie we've brought up, except for Player One, is a great movie.
Yeah. Watch Ready Player One too if you're feeling
Maybe
it.
also Back to the Future.
I mean, we
You
watched
could
it
skip
just the
that
other
one.
day. And it's always a fun time.
I'm going to watch again this weekend.
Yeah. I mean, don't like
Every weekend.
every weekend, Ready Player One. I walk in, he's watching
We
Ready
watch your films all week long. It's Ready Player One Saturday.
We watch all sorts of weird, amazingly long, arduous, great acting,
Which most of the time I go-
beautifully, wonderfully filmed. This is my weekend. It's Ready Player One time.
Which most of the time I go to bed for.
Yeah. I finished that movie you started last night.
Yeah.
I was
put
like, that was a good movie.
Yeah, I told you it was a good movie. Why is that not on this list? Get rid of Empire. Put that on the list.
Okay, so. Oh gosh, I can't believe we don't have Christopher Nolan up there as the top.
Well, he fought hard.
Okay,
Yeah, we
so
didn't even
congratulations,
Interstellar up there.
Peter Jackson.
I almost.
Congratulations,
He has to look at...
Irvin Kershner.
Yeah.
And congratulations. Who directed The Godfather?
Wait, Irvin Kershner?
Yeah.
Who?
Francis Ford Coppola.
Congratulations, Mr. Coppola. Francis Ford.
Who's the
Irvin Kershner? That's Empire Strikes Back.
no, the guy that wrote the story of The Godfather. Mario Puzo.
Mario Puzo.
Is that correct? That sounds correct.
Well, if we're going there, then I mean, congratulations, Tolkien. Congratulations,
Peter Jackson.
Lucas.
Lucas.
Congratulations.
One second.
Mr.
Who wrote Mr. Hold on. Wrote the Godfather book. Novel. Mario Puzo.
Yeah, which is what I said.
Congratulations, Mr. Puzo.
Yeah, you guys.
I said that, Mario Puzo.
Listen.
And I predicted this list from the beginning.
I'm going to take a deep breath. Hold up. Let it go. This is a great top 3 list.
It really is.
It really is. This was vetted. This was screwed with. This was argued over. This was sweated through, blood through. Remember that one time you got a nosebleed during the podcast?
Did I really?
Yeah, dude.
I don't remember that.
It was like...
Is that when I passed out?
No.
Forgot.
No.
It wasn't that time. That was just when you spaced out because you got pissed last time about Player One. We're talking about the time where you were fighting for...
Are we going to... I think... What's the theme for The Godfather? What's the...
Wait, no, I'm sorry. That's Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Oh, crap.
What would you say the theme for Lord of the Rings is? There's a lot of good music in Lord of the Rings. But what would you say the theme is?
They really go in heavy on the Shire.
Oh, concerning hobbits?
Yeah.
Okay, I think we should do like a concerning hobbits leading into Star Wars anthem as someone closes out this episode.
I can't. No. It's too much.
Too much. Then just Star Wars. Done. How did Star Wars go? I totally lost it. Dun 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 dun
dun dun
Indiana
dun
Jones.
dun 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 dun
dun.
Are we really going with that one and not the true theme of Empire?
The true, yeah. Yeah, that one. I genuinely...
That's when Han's getting lowered into the...
Thanks for joining us on this episode of Wise Works Podcast.
I supposed to keep doing that?
No.
Yeah, as I close it.
We really should acknowledge that this is the last week, one more time, of season 7.
Yeah. This is the last week, season 7. We have 2 more episodes. We have a guest episode. It's very special. Guests. And then we also have a midnight special with the one, the only Joseph, Wyatt, and Joshua. Subscribe to this channel because we will be back for season 8. We will be back, and it will be bigger, better, and lots more crazy crack dad.
So much.
So subscribe to this channel.
Actually, Josh won't even be saying that anymore.
Yeah, he's gonna have
He'll
new
have a
things.
new thing.
New thing. Yeah.
Josh is gonna come back with a neck tattoo.
He's got a dragon.
Now he's got freaking WBS for white boy summer.
White boy summer. He's got that white boy summer. Clear life.
Yeah. He smiles.
Look, we're gonna be the same. Josh will be the same. Joe will still be old man Grandpa Joe. I'll still be drinking milk fast.
I might have a thicker mustache.
You might have a thicker mustache.
It's gonna be 2 weeks. Are you sure about that?
Shh. Stop. Bringing down his confidence.
His confidence. He's on this podcast talking about I'm the smartest man. Remember what Sarah had nothing nice to say of Joshua.
She was like, Josh,
Instagram
you're
Lives.
pretty good too.
Even though you have zero humility. We do Instagram Lives. We might see about doing an Instagram Live on the break at some point, like
that
a
would
long
be fun,
Friday night in the middle of the break.
I'm always down.
Kind of like
I'm not down.
a pre-season 8 live.
Pre?
Like a pre-season 8
Like
live.
a pre.
Yeah.
You should check out our website. We give a website, wiseworksfilms.com. We got a section for the podcast only there.
Yeah.
So go check it out.
And also, if you have any suggestions for season 8 episodes, we would love to hear them. This is a longer tag because we're kind of we got a couple more. Well, we have a couple more episodes, but this is the last time we're going to be, you're going to see our face so genuine.
Yeah.
And also, this is a long episode.
Yeah, it is.
We've had a great time. If you have any cool multi-episode series like we've done this season, let us know. Just give us ideas. We'd love to hear from you. Subscribe. As Joshua said, go to the website. And also follow us on Instagram because we are doing lives over there. And it is a party. If you think what we're doing here is partying, well, you should check out the lives because all the people that view our stuff, we're over there having conversations. We're laughing. We're talking nonsense. It's a party on Instagram Live. So we also post on Instagram, but we're talking live. So
thanks for joining us on this episode, and have a good night.
What is the classic?
By Grabthaw's hammer, I salute you.